The ultimate guide to winning her back. Breaking up can be incredibly tough, but rebuilding your confidence and potentially winning her back begins right here. This video series is a comprehensive guide to regaining control after a breakup. In the first video, we explore how to make her regret her decision to leave you. It's not just about going silent, it's a more nuanced approach. The next video delves into the strategic use of no contact, its impact on her mindset, and how it can give you a positive edge in a way that benefits both of you. Finally, the third video helps you decide whether taking her back is a good idea or not. If you're new to my channel, my name is Anna Jorgensen, and I help good men like you understand women better so you can form healthier relationships. This series is packed with valuable insights to navigate heartache more effectively. Welcome to Just the Tip. If you're here, you likely know the overwhelming feeling of losing someone you deeply care about. I understand this feeling personally, and it's terrible. Your heart can feel trapped, and you might struggle with sleep and appetite. You're obsessed with thoughts of them and the good times you shared, and you worry she might be looking for someone else already. In this state, people often make mistakes that push their ex further away. If this sounds familiar, you're in the right place. In this video, you'll learn the 3 main reasons why she might break up with you that are within your control. The first is smothering her with neediness, desperation, or jealousy. The second reason is being too distant or emotionally unavailable, which can happen when you fail to open up or connect intimately. The third reason is committing a significant mistake like lying, having an addiction, or cheating. The good news is that these are issues you can take responsibility for and change. If she left due to something you did or neglected to do, it's fixable. You'll also discover why the no-contact rule works and how many people misapply it. Additionally, you'll learn the biggest mistake men make when trying to win their ex back, and the only message you should send during no contact to shift her feelings and change the dynamic in your favor. Alright, let's discuss the next steps, even though they might seem counterintuitive at first. Always remember that if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll continue to get the same results. This is why, as the first critical move in winning her back and making her regret her decision to leave, you need to adopt the no-contact rule. If she left due to one of the key issues mentioned earlier or because of a significant mistake on your part, giving her some distance is essential. The no-contact period allows her the space and time to remember and cherish the good moments in your relationship without being overwhelmed by your presence. Essentially, you must stop reaching out to her, whether it's via texting, phone calls, instant messaging, social media, or any other form of communication. Let's be clear. That means no messages, no calls, not even a harmless signal, even if you believe your mistake was huge. This strategy is especially important because many men make a common error when trying to reconcile with an ex. They resort to begging. If you immediately start pleading for her forgiveness or for her to come back, or if you try to give her everything she claims she needed, be it more affection or more space, this approach often backfires. It appears desperate and self-centered, rather than demonstrating genuine change. Moreover, if she had already believed you could have changed while you were together but didn't, she might feel even more resentment towards you. It's vital to understand that real change doesn't happen overnight. Even if you believe in a sudden transformation, she won't be convinced without seeing tangible progress over time. True change requires consistent effort and time to adjust old habits and form new ones. Therefore, giving her the silence she needs isn't merely about waiting. It's about demonstrating that you're taking deliberate steps to improve yourself, naturally and sustainably. Typically, experts suggest a no-contact period of about 30 days, roughly a month, though this isn't an absolute rule. Later in our discussion, I will share a reliable method to help you assess whether you have allowed a sufficient amount of time for this process. Reaching out too soon can lead you back into the same patterns and might simply reignite old heartaches. Now here are some detailed no-contact tips. 1. Avoid desperate messaging. Don't send texts or messages that beg for forgiveness or implore her to come back. Explaining that you've suddenly changed only highlights how desperate and needy you appear, which in turn lowers your value in her eyes. High-value women are not drawn to behavior that screams low self-worth. 2. Refrain from being mean or blaming. Avoid sending any message that places blame or starts an argument. When you focus on tattling or listing out, you did this, you did that, it only fuels negativity. This kind of approach benefits no one and further complicates any chance of a healthy reconciliation. In summary, giving her space through the no contact rule is not about playing hard to get. It's about allowing time for honest reflection and real, gradual change. By doing so, you set the stage for a healthier dynamic if you both decide to reconnect in the future. It's important to recognize that blaming her is not a productive approach. If you want her to return, pointing fingers will not encourage her to come back, especially if your actions contributed to her emotional distance. Healthy women typically do not return to men who refuse to acknowledge their role in the breakup. I urge you to stay with me until the end of this discussion, as I will reveal the one message you should send her and the timing for it, which may require waiting more than 30 days before reaching out again. Next, avoid checking her social media or discussing her with mutual friends. I understand this may not be the easiest advice to follow, but it is one of the most effective strategies to make her miss you. If you try to communicate through friends, it may come across as desperate, and she might perceive you as being overly eager to reconnect. You might have hoped that mutual friends would relay your feelings to her, but this approach can backfire. Instead, your goal should be to create a sense of curiosity in her mind. She should feel that she might be missing out by not returning to you. If she notices your absence, she may start to wonder if you have moved on, or if you are considering other options. This could lead her to reflect on her own actions in the relationship and question whether she made a mistake. During this period, it is crucial to project an image of being over her, even if you are not. However, this does not mean you should act bitter or resentful. Such behavior sends the wrong message, indicating that she still has a hold on you, and that you haven't truly moved on. To combat feelings of desperation or bitterness, focus on improving aspects of your life that may have been neglected during the relationship. Whether it's a hobby you abandoned or a personal goal you set aside, redirecting your energy towards self-improvement will help you become a person you can respect. Remember, women often reflect your feelings about yourself. Now, let's discuss the appropriate time to initiate contact after a period of no communication. The sooner you can send this message, the better. If you've already sent several emotional messages, don't worry. It's in the past. What matters now is how you proceed. Ensure you have allowed a few days of silence before reaching out, as contacting her too soon may seem desperate. After a few days of no contact, you can reach out via phone or text, using your usual method of communication. You might say something like, "I realize where I went wrong and I apologize. I agree that we need some time apart." This statement may catch her off guard, as she might think, "Wait a minute, I broke up with you and now you want time apart?" This response indicates that you are reflecting on the relationship and shows her that you are capable of living your life independently, which may prompt her to reconsider her decision. By approaching the situation this way, you help restore a more balanced and neutral power dynamic. It's important to acknowledge your own role in what happened, but you should avoid excessively apologizing or groveling. The key thing to remember is not to get pulled into a long debate about who did what or to start rehashing every detail of the past. Instead, simply return to the idea that you both might benefit from some time apart in order to process what's happened. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you might say, "I think I need some space to sort things out. Let's talk again once we've both had a chance to reflect." If you do this while she is still reaching out to you or trying to reconnect, it actually puts you in a stronger position, allowing you to be proactive rather than reactive. You could also phrase it as, "I just need some time to get my thoughts together. Let's reconnect once we've both had some time." Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if you should wait even longer before making contact? Here's a simple rule. If you still feel intense bitterness, resentment, desperation, or neediness, then it's too soon to reach out. When these emotions are still present, nothing has really changed inside you, so getting back together would likely mean repeating the same patterns as before. If the relationship resumes without real growth, it's very likely she'll leave again. And you may feel even more devastated because the cycle repeated when things were already vulnerable. It's crucial to realize, you cannot truly lose someone who is meant to be in your life. However, if you don't address the problems that led to the breakup, even if she comes back, those unresolved issues will simply reappear and create the same pain all over again. In this video, you'll discover what steps you can take during the no-contact period to make her miss you and second-guess her decision, when it's actually the right time to break your silence. Hint: it isn't always 30 days. Exactly what you should say when you do reach out, which may be quite different from the advice given by many others. and perhaps most importantly, how to adjust the balance of power so she feels fortunate to have the opportunity to get back together. If you're new here, my name is Anna Yinsun. Welcome to Just the Tip. Let's dive in. As I've explained in another video, which you might want to check out later, the first and most vital step to winning your ex back after she ends the relationship is to commit to a period of no contact. This means cutting off communication, not just direct conversations, but also indirect contact via social media or mutual friends. This pause is absolutely essential because both of you need time and space to reset emotionally and gain new perspectives. So, what exactly should you be doing during no contact? That leads us to the next step: fixing what was broken. This process has two parts. First, it involves honestly reviewing your actions and acknowledging any mistakes, especially those she specifically mentioned. Here's a crucial point. Only work on changes that will genuinely improve your life, regardless of whether or not you get back together. For example, if one of the reasons she left was because you were excessively jealous or insecure, and you recognize this behavior in yourself, that's a personal issue worth working on, not just to win her back but for your own well-being and for any future relationships. Or maybe you had stopped pursuing goals like finding a job or staying active. If you've gotten complacent, that's something you should address for your own benefit, not just to impress someone else. Remember, it's common to become more relaxed in relationships, but letting go of positive habits never serves you in the long run. Taking steps to improve in these areas benefits you first, and may also strengthen any relationship you enter in the future. You're probably wondering how someone will find out about the changes you're making in your life if you don't share them directly. It's true that you'll likely post some updates on social media, but it's even more effective if your friends can share some of your accomplishments with their own networks. Alternatively, a strategic reduction in social media activity can also pique her interest. If you're normally very active online and suddenly become less so, but the posts you do share showcase improvements in your life, she'll likely take notice. Even if she's not following you on social media anymore, she'll probably still hear about your progress through mutual friends. However, this approach allows the information to spread in a more organic way, rather than seeming like you're directly trying to send her a message. One of the best ways to get the word out about your self-improvement through friends is to start politely declining social invitations. You can say something like, "Sorry, I have to hit the gym tonight," or, "I've got a study session I need to attend to." This shows that you're focusing on personal growth and self-care, which can be very attractive. As you work on self-improvement, you might also consider making some changes to your appearance and lifestyle. Getting a new wardrobe, taking a class, or going on a trip can all help boost your confidence and make you feel more fulfilled. The most important thing to remember is that you need to respect and value yourself before anyone else can. When you prioritize your own growth and well-being, you become more confident and self-assured. This, in turn, can make you more attractive to others, including the person you're interested in. It's also essential to recognize that women often mirror the feelings and attitudes you have towards yourself. If you respect and value yourself, you're more likely to attract someone who will do the same. Now let's move on to the second part of the process: fixing what was broken in the relationship. This might surprise you, but it's incredibly powerful. When you respect yourself, you start to develop your own standards and expectations for how you want to be treated. This involves taking a closer look at the issues that arose in your relationship and identifying what you didn't like about the way things were handled. For example, maybe you didn't appreciate the way your partner dealt with conflicts or how they communicated with you. It's crucial to work on yourself first, before you can start thinking about what you want to change about the other person. When you're initially going through a breakup, it's easy to assume that your ex is somehow better than you or that they'll never come back. However, as you build your self-confidence and focus on personal growth, you'll start to think more critically about what you want and expect from a relationship. For instance, maybe you realize that you were overly jealous because your partner was a bit too flirtatious with others. In the future, you might decide that this is a deal breaker for you. The key point is that you need to focus on fixing your own areas of weakness and building your self-confidence before you can start thinking about what you want to change about someone else. As you navigate the complexities of reconnecting with someone, it's essential to consider the state of mind you'll be in when you reestablish contact. If you're not in a place of self-awareness and personal growth, you might struggle to maintain healthy standards in any potential future relationship. This is why focusing on self-improvement during the no-contact period is crucial. When you're ready to break the no-contact period, you'll know it. A key indicator is that you're willing to walk away if the person doesn't meet your newfound standards. It might sound counterintuitive, but if you're not feeling this way, it's a sign that you need more time to work on yourself. For instance, if you were overly clingy in the past, you might be ready to reconnect when you genuinely believe you can live without the person and eventually find happiness without them. On the other hand, if you were aloof and closed off, you'll be ready when you're willing and eager to open up, as long as it's a genuine desire and not a tactic to get the person back. It's vital to recognize that if you're still desperate to reconnect or closed off to communication, you're not ready to break the no-contact period. This is because your behavior will likely come across as lower in value, which can be a significant turnoff. Women often mirror the feelings they sense from their partners, so it's essential to project self-respect and confidence. Acting with lower value can be a result of lacking self-respect, which in turn can make it challenging for the other person to respect you. Attraction and arousal are often preceded by respect. Conversely, being aloof can indicate an inability to meet emotional needs, leading to a lack of respect from both parties. A helpful rule of thumb is to consider whether you're ready to start a brand new relationship with the person, one that includes clear standards, boundaries, and consequences. The more you focus on fixing areas of your life that need improvement, the faster you'll reach this point. Research on creating new habits suggests that it can take anywhere from 21 to 256 days to form new patterns of behavior. Consistency is key, as it helps solidify new neurological connections. When you've worked on yourself and established a sense of empowerment, you'll be in a position of strength. This is when a power shift can occur, and the other person may start to feel like they'd be lucky to have you back. With this mindset, you can move on to the next step: breaking the no-contact period. When reconnecting, it's generally recommended to avoid starting with weak or uninteresting messages, such as a simple, "How are you?" Some dating coaches suggest referencing fond memories to create a positive association, but this approach may come across as insincere if you haven't done the necessary self-work. A more direct approach can be more respectful to both yourself and the other person. By being genuine and authentic in your communication, you can set the tone for a healthier and more meaningful connection. It's essential to approach this with genuine care and clarity. A simple act like agreeing to meet for coffee and a walk can signal that you're open to reconnecting. As a new version of yourself, you're now equipped to assess whether she aligns with your evolving standards. This isn't about her lacking power. It's about her needing to regain confidence in your willingness to rebuild the relationship. When you're in a state of empowerment, it's vital to communicate openly. If she agrees to join you, it may indicate a renewed interest in rekindling the connection. However, for your relationship to thrive, both of you must commit to starting fresh, examining your shared values, expectations, and boundaries. If she's emotionally stable, she'll likely appreciate your growth and desire to reconnect, though trust will take time to develop. At this stage, there's no room for negativity or self-doubt. Instead, focus on a heartfelt apology that acknowledges your past mistakes, even if it's not perfect. A video guide will help you craft such a message, but it's okay to express regret for what you've done, just as you'd expect her to take responsibility for her own shortcomings. When she's ready, she'll recognize your sincerity and yearn to deepen your bond. Be mindful of the emotional impact this shift could have. Avoid bitterness or desperation, as these emotions can cloud your judgment. Treat her with warmth and lightness, as if she's a long-forgotten friend. You'll notice the change in your energy, and she'll feel the transformation, prompting her to seek a deeper connection with you, rather than another possibility. By following these steps, you'll have the chance to revive your relationship at a renewed level of intimacy. Remember, sometimes a breakup is a necessary step for personal growth, even if you initially felt broken. The key is to evaluate whether your values, beliefs, or long-term goals are aligned, or if you still miss her in a way that doesn't serve your current well-being. If you're heartbroken but unsure, it's better to prioritize your happiness over fleeting feelings. Trust your instincts and let the right person come along when the time is right. Finding someone who matches your values, beliefs, and long-term aspirations is crucial in any relationship. If these fundamental aspects do not align, it may be a blessing in disguise if she decides to part ways with you. For instance, consider a scenario where she dreams of having 6 children, while you have no desire for kids at all. Alternatively, she might want to start a family immediately, whereas you prefer to wait another 15 years. On the flip side, you might be eager to begin a family right away, but she is focused solely on advancing her career and has no interest in parenthood. If these differences are significant enough to be deal breakers for you, hoping that love will overcome these obstacles is unrealistic. Similarly, if you seek a committed relationship but she prefers to explore her options while traveling, or if she is eager to marry and merge finances while you are hesitant due to a previous difficult divorce, these mismatches can lead to resentment. Additionally, if your political or religious beliefs are vastly different and hold great importance to you, it could result in ongoing contempt and frustration between you. While love and attraction may carry you for a time, the road ahead will likely be tumultuous, and the eventual separation could be even more painful than if you had addressed these issues earlier. Another critical reason to reconsider rekindling a relationship with her is if she exhibits toxic or narcissistic traits. It's important to note that not all women possess narcissistic tendencies, but many emotionally wounded individuals may display such behaviors. This is a significant red flag. While we all have our imperfections, attempting to fix someone who is emotionally troubled can lead to a chaotic and distressing life. If she consistently treats you poorly, regardless of your efforts, it's essential to reflect on why you were drawn to someone who disrespects you, or why you chose to remain in such a situation. Many men who have not encountered a true narcissist, or someone deeply emotionally scarred, may not fully grasp how captivating they can be. Their charm often stems from their manipulative nature. They can subtly erode your self-esteem, making you feel unworthy of better treatment. They may twist situations to make you believe that the fault lies with you, even when it does not. If she ends the relationship, take that opportunity to reflect on your choices and consider why you were attracted to or stayed with someone like her. It might also be beneficial to watch videos that delve into the characteristics of narcissists and emotionally damaged individuals, as the signs are not always overt. If you find yourself unsure about how to improve the areas of your life that need attention, consider enrolling in my Wake Up to Love program. This program offers a tailored step-by-step guide to help you identify where to focus your efforts for the most significant personal growth. This journey is not just a distraction during the no-contact period when you might be missing her deeply. It will also empower you to become a source of strength and support, ultimately transforming you into the ideal partner she might have envisioned. Did any of this resonate with you? If after considering all of this, you still feel a strong desire to reconnect with your ex, it's worth taking the time to evaluate your feelings further. Whether you are considering rekindling a past relationship or simply want to give your current one a genuine opportunity to flourish, the most effective step you can take is to enroll in my Wake Up to Love program and actively engage with its content. I am so confident in the positive impact this program can have on your life that I offer you access to the entire course for a duration of up to 2 months. If for any reason you find that it does not meet your expectations, you can request a full refund. So why not take this opportunity to invest in yourself and start my program today? There truly is no better moment to begin this journey than now. I assure you, you will not regret it. Remember, you deserve the love you are searching for, and I wholeheartedly believe in your potential to find it. Wishing you all the best on your journey.